Hello everybody, Sukanode here with another pathogenic video for you guys. I know I've been saying they're going to be the last ones for a little while at this point, but I guess they'll just pop up whenever they pop up. Hope you guys have been doing well, taking care of yourselves, having a good day, having a good week, having a good month. And let's go ahead and get into it. I am currently in the intestines, and I came across this. I gained this combination of organelles, and I thought it was an interesting enough interaction to make a video about. So I got the vesicle early on, started with the trisome, got it upgraded, and then I came across the ecosome and the rupturesome. So once I started putting these together, because the vesicle passes the rupturesome onto, so the vesicle acts as a intersection for the other organelles, and it also gives them a percentage chance to trigger an additional time. So it basically can double your damage once you get it, because I think it goes all the way up to 50%. So you start getting a 50% chance to have your organelles that are attached, that are connected to it, to trigger twice. So I thought this was an interesting interaction, and I've been playing around with it a little bit. So the way I believe it is working with its current setup is the trisome is splitting all my attacks into 3. The ecosome is causing those attacks that are split to then splash damage. And with the vesicle, it is causing the rupturesome to make the splash damage splinter into shrapnel for more damage. Now, I did have it like this, where the trisome was splitting the attacks, and the attacks would split, and the split attacks would shrapnel, and then the shrapnel would cause splash damage. I'm not quite sure which is better. I believe the splash damage causing the shrapnel is better. Rather than the splash damage causing shrapnel, I feel like the shrapnel causing I feel like the splash damage causing shrapnel is better than shrapnel causing the splash damage. So I turned it to this. But I've been testing it out. Does pretty well. Right now it's just raw damage. I'm waiting for my next evolution to add things to it. It chews through things fairly well. Right now it's more of a lack of damage, and since I have since the trisome, I can basically get connected to a majority of my weapons. I'm just causing a huge spread of shots. Yeah. Oh, and one of the new chests. Oh, for reported stolen, you were telling me to keep an eye on the walls. I'm not sure if you were talking about those secret areas. I've been in there, the little gray spots on the walls that you can open up with cores. Yeah, I've been in those. I've mostly been avoiding them because they're not guaranteed rewards. I mean, I haven't been avoiding them, I just haven't been taking them, simply because they're not guaranteed rewards. There are times when they're trap rooms. Not that you can't get through it and get something good out of it, but yeah, they are also trap rooms, so you have to be careful. But I had just been basically working on like checking out new interesting interactions, things like that. I'm not sure what could be added to make this particularly better. I mean, anything like the pyrosome, the cryosome, or anything like that will improve it. See, this actually would now work really well. Like this works with the vesicle, this form works really well. The vesicle also makes this form work really well, and it's my favorite one. This form is also really good. I've been playing around with repositioning where my weapons are to give the weapons different abilities all at once. This is actually a really good form as well. This is the one I prefer, but this is the one where you are basing your build around one specific thing and improving it, right? And the vesicle works pretty much in anything. It's just a really good organelle. I don't get it enough, in all honesty. I had to get rid of my mitochondria for it, but sometimes your mitochondria just isn't doing enough if you only have one. I'm pretty sure there's a mitochondria build, but I don't know what organelle would just be good with mitochondria, you know? Like, yeah, you'll get overcharge, but I feel like you'd have to have that organelle at legendary status, and you'd have to have you'd have to be able to attach the majority of your weapons to it, not just the other mitochondria. So mitochondria may not be as valuable in the game as they at first appear to be. Not that they're not good, just that they may not be as valuable as making sure you just have really good organelles that do, because you can make up for the damage of a mitochondria with just another really good organelle. I am tempted to take this form because I have the vesicle. I just don't particularly like this form. So unfortunately, and I know you guys want to see me do something different, I think we're gonna go with the norm. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We'll experiment, right? That's what it's all about. Experimenting and see what happens. So you know what? We have the vesicle. Let's experiment and take this form. Okay. So we want to put these up here. At least that's how I feel about it. We want the trisomes. We want the trisome there. We can put these here. This. Actually, no. How do I want to do this? This is such a. This is. Okay. But. Okay, so the vesicle is also passing these on to the weapons, it looks like. Okay, so it'll also... Conduit passes on effects of connected organelles. Yes. So yeah, the vesicle is really good with this form. So yes, all of these are attached, so they go, and this will go here, this, and then the vesicle is passing these on to this, and it's also passing this on to these two. Okay. Should we put these? Yeah, there we go. That's how we want that. So now these are getting, yeah. Everything should be getting everything now. Okay. Yep, everything should be getting everything. Okay, and I think we're just on to the boss. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything else of any note. And I've already re-rolled the shop. I'm not close to evolving because I know it was pointed out that I need to keep an eye on that. But now I'm not close to evolving. But I might as well... Do I have enough? Yeah, I might as well grab both of these. There's no reason not to. Yeah, and get an extra health. And now you can press M to bring up the whole map. So, on to the boss. Oh, wow. He got immediately buffed. Oh, okay. This is way more dangerous than I thought it was. Oh wow, that was way this is way more dangerous than I gave it credit for. way more dangerous. Okay. We're just gonna get more health then. And we're full up. Yeah, this is way more dangerous than I expected. So if we can get some good guns in these 2 slots, I don't know what to put back here except for minions. I mean, I guess we could get more flagellum, but maybe we can get the the toxic flagellum. Maybe that would be good. Get some weapons to go here and here, so we can apply these to the middle ones and empower them because they're in the 40% increase slot. But yeah, the vesicle, I feel like, is what makes this form work the best. The vesicle is just an amazing organelle, and there are lots of amazing organelles. I really hope when the full game comes out, we have 2 to 3 times as many of really cool organelles to apply for crazy effects. I would love a build where you basically just shoot, I don't know, you shoot explosive bubbles forward, and they just slowly fill up the space, and anything that hits them causes like a chain reaction. I don't know, but it's like I'm hoping for a lot of really good interactions. But so far the devs have been really good with this game, so I'm not trying. They'll never be able. No one will ever be able to live up to your expectations, but I think they'll do a really good job. I have faith they'll do a really good job either way. But yeah, this was. I was looking at it and I was like, huh, there might be something. I was like, there might be something here, and I didn't know it would be this strong. Because if this is working the way I think it is working, especially with this form. Oh, alarm. Okay. Especially with this form, that means when something is hit, it causes an area of effect explosion, which then splits in the shrapnel, hitting it again. That instead of something hitting it, splitting in the shrapnel and causing AoEs, which still may be better, but at this point I think I'm getting both because of the way everything's connected. Everything has everything now because of the vesicle. So I think the way I have it, it's doing both. I think it's exploding in the shrapnel, and then the shrapnel is exploding in the AoEs, which explains the massive amount of damage. We'll take that one. None of the other ones look all that interesting. Got to get going. This place is going to fill up soon. Oh, environmental hazard, of course. I could definitely use a buff in damage, though. Oh. Not trying to shoot me, you bastards. Okay, and the bigger a thing is, the more damage they take because there's just more surface area. Yeah, if I can get the pyrosome and like the cryosome or the galvanics into this, yeah, it's pretty much done. It's pretty. Ooh. Some fancy maneuvering from me there. so that like that, if I say so myself, that was some fancy maneuvering. Like, yeah, I can like just hit them from here, and I can kind of hit them from a safe distance. So I was thinking if I could get the organelle that makes my projectiles bounce, that would be really good, and then get it upgraded. Let's take Scavenger's Gland. I haven't been opening the chests, not until I get a chance to look into the shops. Oh, fucking environmental hazard. Yeah, And I'll show you a little bit of what I've been doing. I've just been farming. I've been farming, opening up more passive effect slots, things like that. Ah, the galvanic weave. Now, where do I put this, I guess, is the question. Should I just put it here? But I would rather it affect these. But it does, because it is connected to the vesicle, and the vesicle will pass it on to these and pass it on to this. So I can just put this here, and yes, it will be connected to everything. Yeah, the vesicle is insanely strong. It is at least top 5 organelle. Because to just make it just makes everything work together. So if it's not the best organelle in the game, it's top 5 definitely. All right, so moving on. Okay. Got some extra damage in there. I still feel like my damage is lacking a little bit. I'm not exactly sure why. It might be maybe I don't have the organelles in the best configuration. Though once again, that's part of the power of the vesicle. It just makes everything in the best configuration because everything has everything. Spore cannon. Do I want spore cannon? I could put it here. Yeah, that could be fine because I can put it here so it has the trajectory it needs, and then I can buff that. Because I do need more and better guns, and I need to upgrade my guns. So we'll see how this works out. If it doesn't, hopefully we'll come across caustic spores again, but some extra damage is definitely needed, and they do hit hard. Oh, god damn it. Turned my big ass right into it. But, and an armor one. Okay, so there's our boss. So I don't think I found the shop yet, so maybe this will take me. There's environmental hazards. Oh yeah, you just oh fuck. Oh damn it. Yeah. The environmental hazards are I didn't even see it there. The environmental hazards are annoying. I know they're supposed to be, but god damn it. Okay, so we're gonna get the vesicle and upgrade it to its legendary strength. That gives a 60% chance. So okay, so a very at that point a very high chance to make sure everything hits more than once. Should I make the galvanic weave one of the main ones? This is the one that makes splat. Let's do this and see how that looks. Yeah, make sure I don't hit. Okay, so that seems to proc the electricity a lot better and a lot more, and we definitely want that. Okay, I think that works better. And then I guess if we get pyrosome or something like that, I've only got 8 cores though, and this is the last room until the boss. Oh, and I can't even get the caustic ejectors, which I could. Oh, I'm about to evolve, I think. Let's take it. Not evolve, but yeah. Turn to random organelle, gain a mitochondria, enemy projectiles move slower, dodge vulnerability. Of course it did. And it gave it literally, I went for the boost, and of course it put it. Maybe it does it to only empty ones. Maybe I have to empty out a slot. I don't know. Here, so let's go ahead and take the health as well. And on to the boss. How close is the cloud? Oh, it's coming. Yeah, it is on its way. Oh, it's I hate you. Oh, fuck. You're not doing so well though. Yeah, you're not doing so well. Yeah, this build is a lot stronger than I gave it credit for. And they gave us the vesicle again, but there is, if I take it, it will just give me a second vesicle. There is no better, and you don't normally need a second vesicle. I can see how in the fungal spore you might need a second vesicle, but let's see, what do I want to upgrade? Attacks arc to other affected, so that's automatic, and they do more damage. That's splash damage, which is automatic. That's also more damage. And that's also more damage. Okay. So if I just want to do more damage, I can. But I could also do that by upgrading my weapons. Is it better to upgrade the organelles or upgrade the weapons? That I actually am not sure. That is an interest. Yeah, because this is all basically I'm just getting a damage buff, right? So let's just increase the damage of the ones that are basically going to be filling the space the most. So let's just do that. Okay, and that only gave me 1 core. So off to the what, liver? I would like to get the toxiome, so all of this creates a toxic cloud in the area again. It's just so good. Yeah, see, this seems to be working a lot better with the interaction. And the fact that I never have to stop shooting is probably the best passive ability that the bacterium has. I've been farming with the bacterium almost specifically because it's just really easy to farm with the bacterium. It is probably the strongest character, and I think I said that. I believe it to be the strongest character in the game thus far. It starts off really good. You can just do so much with it, and the fact that you can get infinite stamina just makes it an insanely heavy hitter. Yeah, if I can get the bouncing, if I can get the one that allows my projectiles to bounce, I think this will really come together. Can't see. Getting fucked up. Can't see. I can't see through all the. I can't see through all the interactions. I'll try to be more careful, but not much I can do. Here, you can go here. I don't have anything else in there right now. It might be coming out if I get something good. Yep, there's the toxiome. Short-lived, but yeah, because there's the toxiome. And I think what I'll do is this. Oh, geez, yeah, that's way more toxiome, I think. Okay, that will do. Toxiome is also really good. Probably top 5. It's just so good. Didn't get any health, unfortunately, and I really need to refill my health. Okay, there's one. Nice, nice, nice. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. Wow, that one enemy just exploded. Like, I turned around and it just exploded. It just ceased. Okay, what do we got? DNA after first attack after no attacking, bonus damage. Let's just take the health. I need to rebuild it anyway. Nice, too. Take that. We're almost back to full. There's an opening. Okay, opening right here. Gotta watch the walls. Another boss. Oh, I shouldn't have. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Lost the 2 health. Lost the 2 health I gained. Shouldn't have gone so far in. Attacks pierce through enemies. Attacks pierce through enemies. That's if I think this build is the way it needs to be. So no, I don't think I'll be. I think this build is just about, like, unless I want, like, if I get a galvanic or something, then I might replace the triosome, but not with that. Not with piercing. Yeah, I just don't think it's necessary. I don't have a space for the Oxiome either, which is unfortunate. Okay, what do we got? Dodge cooldown. Yes, we want damage. I'm thinking about picking up the passive that gives you 100% damage but makes you take double damage. Thinking about it. I do not know if it's actually worth it. Guys on one side of me. Okay. Alright. Let's go see what's in the shop. What do you got for me, shopkeep? We have the triosome. We have attacks improve over time as they travel. So let's grab the triosome, upgrade it. Nice. Reroll. Nope, nothing good. Let's save the health. Who knows if I'm going to need it or not, and I'm not close to evolving. I haven't seen any of the secret rooms, so not gonna worry too much about that. Gotta watch out for the hazards. Yep, not gonna last long. And our free upgrade. Give me something good. Give me something good. Oh, no. Something I can't use. Still don't think I'm close enough for DNA, but is that everything? Yep. Okay, so let's take the health. Absolutely. There's no reason to replace, and it can only shoot when overcharged, so that doesn't do anything for me. I do not believe. Let's reroll. Oh, there's the cryosome, and now we don't have enough for it. That's fine. I don't think we have enough to evolve. Nope, but might as well have tried. Okay, off to the boss. It'll probably be the shopkeeper again. Let's see how dangerous this build actually is. Oh, it's not the shopkeeper, it's this guy. And stop just running into me, you assholes. Watch you. Nice. Not as fast or as dangerous as some of the builds that I've put together, but not bad. Not bad at all. Oh. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. There's the galvanic sack. And there, oh, the stinger tendrils would have been really good before the boss. And I like the dorsal, the backstab deal of the dorsal lysosome. I only like this if you get the bouncing organelle, because then they will bounce into the enemy's backs a lot of the time. Like if you can scatter them and hit walls and stuff, you'll be constantly bouncing them into the back of the enemy, getting that extra damage. So that's the only time I ever like to take the dorsal lysosome. This would have been good for frontal invulnerability before we got here. And the galvanic sack is just sort of a extra luxury. You don't necessarily need it. I don't think I would replace a legendary trisosome for that, or any of these, honestly. Even the ones that don't have it, I don't think I would replace any of them for that, unless I had the galvanic weave and the other galvanic item, and then I might put them all together. But other than that, no. But yeah, vesicle, really good. Really good for this form. Yeah, this I saw it and I was like, oh, this looks like it could be something. Let me make a video about this, because this looks like it could actually be something. And it's like, yeah, this is a another unique way of putting organelles together. The toxisome is also just an extra kind of fuck you to the enemies, because not only am I'm throwing shrapnel everywhere, which is causing even more poison to be spread. So it's just an extra FU, and the toxisome is so good. There's no reason not to take it if you have room for it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you continue having a good day, a good week, a good month. Take care of yourselves out there and be safe. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Later.